and they had to put their compute, which was the corner of their business, in someone else's hands. So what happens to a company that has to give the family jewels away? Well, the first thing that happens when your infrastructure gets this complicated is you start having real conversations about consequences that you are afraid of, your real worst fears and worst dynamics. And many companies, when you talk about your worst fear, you start talking about ways to prevent them. But Netflix didn't stop there. They started talking about ways to actually invite their worst fears, to bring them about so that they could gain the muscle tone from learning how to deal with that fear and moving forward. They created what is affectionately called the Simian Army, a collection of monkeys, and they're monkeys for a reason. The first one they created was the chaos monkey. The chaos monkey in the Netflix architecture would randomly kill a session, because when the developers talk to each other, when the service owners talk to each other, that was the first worst fear. They developed an engineering methodology to describe what they were doing called chaos engineering. And chaos engineering has some principles that are different from traditional testing. The first is you're inside of business operations. Netflix ran this on real customer-connected systems. And if there are asset owners out there, I recognize that's a hard thing to think about. In normal testing, you're outside of business operations. You are in a safe system. Chaos Monkey is pseudo-random. There's not a test script that we are going through. Instead, we have given the monkey a set of things that it can do, and it wanders and starts pulling connections or doing whatever it's doing on a random basis so that we can't predict it and then use human means to get beyond it. For chaos engineering, we deal with failure modes, and we're not trying to prevent them, we're trying to invite them. In regular testing, instead, we would look at requirements. The system shall this, the system shall be up this many hours a day, and we're trying to test whether we've got what we need to make that requirement happen. In a chaos engineering environment, we're looking at experiments, not tests. Tests are steps that we go through where we are verifying facts at each point in the way, and we expect to end up with results. With a chaos environment, we really don't know what's going to happen the first time that we conduct an experiment, but we know we're going to learn from it, and we know we'll have a chance to do another experiment and move the idea forward. The idea for chaos engineering is that we embrace resilience and build on that,